It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Seeker Brewing Company, and they come from Australia, New South Wales in Australia. Check this out. This is called Spring Chorus Triple IPA. There's a couple of parrots on the front of the can there. My kids would actually show me stuff on TikTok. I don't use TikTok myself. My wife and kids love TikTok, but they've been showing me this stuff on, because I'm a YouTube guy, I'm not a TikTok guy. They were showing me this parrot swearing. It's just bonkers, unbelievable. And I gotta be honest, I was laughing, you know, that type of like, cruel. It was definitely cruel, but the way they made this video was quite funny. But anyway, I was just looking at that yesterday, and today here I am, drinking a beer with parrots on the front. 440 milliliter can. This is a triple IPA at 10.1% ABV. Lovely can design on this one. The beer was kindly sent to us from Mick, all the way in Australia, which I think is a fantastic thing. I really do. It's amazing that he kind of sends these beers from halfway across the world. It's an amazing thing, and I really do appreciate it. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get, shall we? Triple IPA. It's been out the fridge about, I reckon about 30 minutes now. So it's cold. You can still see that little bit of condensation. I was wiping it on the can as I was starting the review there. Still cold, but I think a beer like this benefits from warming up slightly. You don't want to drink a beer like this stone cold. You will lose so much of the flavour if you drink this beer stone cold. I like to warm a beer like this up a little bit. You get more of the malt characteristics, you get more of the hop characteristics, you get generally a lot more from the beer if you drink it slightly warmer. I'm not saying room temperature, I'm not saying leave it in your garden in the sunshine type of thing. I mean like maybe 8 degrees, 10 degrees, ample, is perfect for beer. Especially beer like this that's really flavoursome. 2-finger white head on this one. It's like almost like an luminous kind of yellow colour to this. It looks really groovy. I like it, really cool. Look at the sediment though. This is going to be a test of the camera now. Look at the sediment in the bottom of that glass. Loads of it, loads and loads of it. Let's roll the beer around in the glass, see what we get. Yeah, really good, really good. Let's get the aroma. Wow, now that is tropical. That is massively, massively tropical. Pineapple, punchy pineapple. Why I've come up with that, I don't know. Maybe it's the little kick of alcohol that's hitting the back of my nostrils. But I'm going to say punchy pineapple. Like I'm a real punch in the nose, this one. That smells fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I've not read what hops are in the beer. I've not read what hops and malt are in the beer. I just want to get into it, see what we get, and then we'll read the back of the can later on. Cheers, everyone. Oh. Oh. Wow, Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, what a beer that is. Whoa. That is full on kind of little bit of sweetness from the malt, hoppy, a little bit of bitterness on the back end, a little bit of sharpness from kind of the amount of hops they've added to the beer. Pineapple chunks galore. It's like you've ripped open a tin of pineapple. You've kind of eaten the chunks and then you're drinking that kind of syrupy juice that you get in the bottom of a tin of pineapple, that syrupy sweet juice. Definitely in this beer, right the way through. Cool. Ooh. And it's not just tinned pineapple. I talked about that 10.1% ABV earlier on. You can really feel. I'm not saying the beer is overly alcoholic. It's not overly alcoholic, but you definitely get a sense of that kind of little heat in the mouth. The heat of the alcohol slides down the throat into the pit of the stomach, and it's just fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. It really is. Oh, the mouthfeel, 10.1% ABV. God, this is one of those beers, you know. I've done it so many times on the channel. I've gone, you know, I'll just review this 10% beer. Sometimes I've fallen asleep on the sofa. I'm editing the video and I've gone dunk. I finished the beer. I'm maybe watching something on YouTube on the telly, and the next thing you know, it's flipping 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, the mouthfeel is fantastic. Really fantastic. Creamy, rich. The beer is sweet. The beer is definitely sweet, but it's tropical. It's not just pineapple, it's passion fruit and mango. Passion fruit and mango and pineapple. Not so much in the way of grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange. This is definitely more of a kind of like a, yeah, passion fruit, mango, pineapple, kind of tropical. I've never been to the Caribbean, but I imagine when you step off the aeroplane in the Caribbean, this is what the Caribbean smells like. Little bit of kind of coconut and pineapple, you know, wonderful things in life, you know. Pardon me. It's really good. Probably though, and I'm sure Mick won't mind me saying this, and I'm sure the brewer won't mind me saying this, it is leaning on the sweet side. If there was any criticism to come from me, I would say it is leaning towards being a little bit too sweet. I think, if I'm honest, it could lean the other way a little bit more. It could be kind of like, you know, not a barrel roll type thing with an aeroplane, but just kind of lean it over just a little bit more, just to get a little bit more of that kind of bitterness through, and just to lean off that sweetness a bit. And that would be a perfect beer for me. Capturing only the first work runnings, we've doubled up the grain bill to give this triple IPA maximum flavour. So that means when they're transferring from the mash tun to the boil kettle, they're taking the first wort. So they're taking the best, they're taking like the top of the, you know, the best part of the porridge, if you like. You know, they're taking all of that lovely grain. They don't want the beer to be watery. If they take too much of the water, it's going to be not 10.1% ABV. Guess what? It's going to be less than that, because they're going to be taking a lot of the water. So the first runnings mean that they're taking all of the kind of the juicy stuff, you know, all your biscuit malts and stuff. Body of mother combined with Freestyle, Motueka, Mosaic, Citra, Sub-Zero, Nelson Sauvin. This beer is a chorus of tropical citrus and slight dank notes. A beer that is truly the sum of its parts, with elements in perfect harmony. The ultimate spring chorus. I like it. I really do. There is a pregnancy warning on the back of the can. Do not drive a tractor if you're pregnant. And alcohol can cause... I'm not going to read that out. Do you know what? I'm going to put that to the cat. If you want to read that out, you read that out. But for me, you know, I can't read stuff. That upsets me. I can't read stuff like that out. I like to have a bit of fun, you know. Pregnant women can't drive tractors, that sort of thing. But I'm not going to read stuff like that out. Yeah, anyway, that's another story, isn't it? Should we rate this? Let's rate this. It looks good. It smells good. it tastes blooming wonderful. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 though. I'm just being perfectly honest. I'm gonna, because the brewery will want my feedback. They may not ask for it, but they might be watching this and they might want my feedback. The reason why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 and maybe not a 9 or a 10 is because I just think it's just a little bit too sweet. I think if they added some of those, just a small amount, just a small amount of the hops that's red on the side of the can there, if they put a small amount in the boil kettle and just added a little bit more balance to the beer, call me old-fashioned, but I think that would make the beer perfect, absolutely perfect. If you just balanced out that sweetness with a little bit of bitterness, I think the beer would be perfect. That's my own opinion though. You might think completely different to me. 8 out of 10 from Real Craft Beer. Thank you very much to Mick for sending. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.